The Boeing Dreamliner hasn't been in the air for very long. In fact, the first delivery of one was fewer than 16 months ago. That's why a fire in a battery compartment of one plane is now so troubling. CNN's Renee Marsh is here working this story for us. Renee, what happened?
This plane had just landed in Boston from Tokyo around 10 o'clock this morning. Passengers deplaned and the next set of passengers were ready to board when a mechanic inspecting the aircraft smelled smoke and called firefighters. They found heavy smoke in the cabin and a fire in the underbelly of the aircraft. Now, the flames, they were in a small electronics bay where batteries for an auxiliary power unit are kept. One of the batteries actually exploded, but firefighters were able to extinguish the fire with a special flame retardant. A firefighter suffered skin irritation. No passengers, we should say, were hurt. The return flight to Tokyo, of course, was canceled. We should also tell you, Wolf, the NTSB, the FAA, as well as Boeing and the airline, they are all investigating the cause.
I take it here, too, this isn't the first time the Dreamliner has had a problem.
Oh, you're absolutely right. In 2010, there was an emergency landing after a fire broke out in a different part of another 787 that was being tested. Also, an engine failed in South Carolina over the summer. And in September, more engine problems, another aircraft. And just last month, Wolf, a 787 diverted to New Orleans due to mechanical problems. But because the investigation is still underway, Boeing is saying it is just too early to tell if there's a common factor between today's fire and all of those previous incidents. However, we spoke to some experts and they tell us that problems with new jetliners, that is not at all unusual. They say today's problem is serious. It needs to be addressed, but they add that planes are safe. And problems like this, they get investigated and then they solve them.